Hello viewers, welcome to Kids Auto and Truck Repair. Today we have a 2018 Audi Q5 with a 2.0 liter engine. The customer complaint on this vehicle is the check engine light is remaining on the dash and the vehicle is losing power tremendously. This vehicle came from the Audi dealership. The customer wants a second opinion. The Audi dealership told her that the turbo is defective. So customer wanted us to look at it to confirm if the dealer was right. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in the vehicle so I can start the engine. Let's see if the check engine light is gonna remain on the dash. And then we're gonna get the scan tool connected to the vehicle to see what codes we have in the engine computer. Behind the camera, we have our famous cameraman, Kyler. Kyler, thanks for being here. So now let's go in the vehicle. All right, I'm gonna start the engine. So the engine is running. I hope you can hear it. Actually, right now, the check engine light is not on. It was on when this vehicle was dropped off, but now it's not on. I'm gonna show you the dash. So right there, this vehicle has 101,000 miles, 205. All right. So now let's get the scan tool connected. I'm gonna turn off the engine. I'm going to turn the key on. Let's bring up our scan tool. Let's see what codes we have. Cameraman Carlo, you like this car?
I do.
This is pretty nice, actually. Yeah.
Clean, yeah.
Yeah. She keeps her car very clean. That's awesome.
Really good.
Look at the back. Very clean.
I like it.
We love this. We love working on clean cars. So the scan tool has identified the vehicle, 2018 Audi Q5 with a 2.0 liter. Let's click OK. Let's do a code scan. Let's scan all the control units on the vehicle and see what we got. So right there, right off the bat, we have one code in the engine computer. The code is P029900. It says turbo supercharger under boost. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are familiar with this code. Usually when this code sets is because the turbo is either not working properly. If the turbo is not creating enough boost for the engine to run, this code can be set, or we could have a boost leak in the induction system between the turbo outlet and the intake manifold. Or we could also have a defective turbo actuator that can also cause this code to be set. So we gotta do some tests to figure out exactly what's going on. Now, one thing I like to do when I have turbo codes while we're sitting here in the shop, I like to start the engine and rev up the engine all the way. Rev it like you don't own it. Rev the engine and see if you can hear the turbo hissing. If the turbo is hissing, you know, the issue could be a boost leak somewhere in the induction system, because the turbo could be building enough boost, but if that air that the turbo is building is not making it to the intake manifold, you may have this code as well. All right, so the scan tool is done scanning all these control units. So let's scroll down. All these control units don't have codes in them. That's good. We have one code in the comfort systems control unit, and we also don't have a code on the generic side of the scan tool. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go into the engine computer. I want to look at data. Let's look at our boost pressure data PID. Let's see how much boost is being built right now. Let's double check our code one more time. So right there, P0299, low boost code, standard code. Let's go to first data group. Cameraman Carlo, can you take a guess? What do you think is wrong?
Probably a boost leak.
Boost leak?
Probably.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. So I'm trying to find my boost pressure data PID. I'm just gonna go through all these data groups and see if there's a group that has the PIDs that I want to look at. Knock sensor, No, this is not what I want to look at. I mean, it's interesting how the turbo already failed, if the issue is the turbo, because this vehicle only has 101,000 miles. Usually they fail around, like when you go over 150. But if it has failed, I mean, that's kind of bizarre. Unless, because the other thing that can cause the turbo to fail prematurely is your regular maintenance. You know, if the car is not being maintained regularly, like changing the oil and all the, you know, the preventive maintenance. So, because these turbos don't usually fail at this mileage. Anything that says charge pressure, that's what I want to look at. All right, I'm gonna start the engine. Let's see. Charge, air, control pressure, valve position, actual value, intake, manifold pressure corrected. Let me graph this. So engine is running. I'm gonna rev up the engine. I don't really hear the turbo hissing. I don't hear it. I also don't hear a boost leak. Usually when there's a boost leak, you'll hear like a loud hissing sound coming from under the hood. These data PIDs are interesting.
You hear it a little bit, but it sounds.
Yeah, I can kind of hear the turbo, you know?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good. Yeah, just a little. It's supposed to be louder than that. I mean, some of you are familiar with this. When you rev up a vehicle that has a turbo, usually there's a little hissing sound going on when the turbine of the turbo is spinning. Okay, let me go to the generic side of the scan tool. Let me turn off the engine. Turn the key on. I might have to have Gavin rev this for me. Let's go to the generic side. Let me see if I can see a boost pressure data PID from the generic side, because especially on these European vehicles, sometimes it's a lot easier to interpret the data from the generic side of the scan tool. So we got our trouble code right here. Let's see if we have a code. No codes on the generic. Interesting. Let's look at the data right here. Boost pressure A, and then yeah, we're gonna finish diagnosing this. Then we're gonna tell Steve what this needs, and then we'll keep rolling. We're filming all day today, buddy. I am mostly interested in the boost pressure data PID. So we're gonna list all these PIDs. I'm gonna graph this one here. Let's see if so right now, so key on engine off, our boost pressure A data PID is giving us a value of 14.4 psi, so that's atmospheric pressure. Let's start the engine. Okay, this barely changed, so I'm gonna rev up the engine. Instead of the pressure increasing, it's actually dropping. That's a problem. Yeah, okay. Let's go under the hood. We're gonna do a quick visual inspection under the hood. I'll have Gavin rev this up for me while we're under the hood. So let's go under the hood. So let's open the hood. Let's see what we got. Nice little 4-cylinder engine. The engine sounds good. All right, so I'm gonna remove this cover. This just pops off. It looks like there's a coolant leak over here. Kylo, you see this?
Oh yeah.
This is coolant. And look at the coolant level. Coolant level is low. So she has a coolant leak. Okay, we're gonna have to check this out. Look how much room they have back there. Man, this is nice.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow. All right, where's my flashlight? Let me go grab my light. So I got my light. Here's the turbo. Do you see the turbo right here? Okay, so rev up the engine. Oh, look at right there. The actuator is actually moving. Rev it. Rev it. Okay. I don't hear a boost leak. This thing doesn't have a boost leak. Yeah, I mean the dealership could be right. Yeah, because based on what I see over here, I mean based on how it sounds, this thing probably just needs a turbo. Okay, let me grab the scan tool. Rev it again. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't hear a hissing sound, so we don't have a boost leak. All right, turn it off. Turn the key on. Yeah, this turbo is not building enough boost. We're not building enough boost here. So what other tests can I do? I mean, we saw the actuator move when we revved the engine. Now, I've seen clogged exhaust systems cause low boost issues, but usually when you have a clogged exhaust, you have other codes, not just one turbo code. What other tests can we do? Guys, let us know in the comment section. If you were diagnosing this, what would you do next? I mean, we can remove the O2 sensor. There's the O2 sensor here. We can remove this O2 sensor and put a pressure gauge there to see if our exhaust system is clogged. I mean, or we can use a pressure transducer in the first cylinder. Then we can look at the exhaust pattern to see if there's a restriction there. And then after that, we should be done. Okay, let me go to the OE side of the scan tool. I'm gonna try to turn on the actuator of the turbo with my scan tool, because it looks like this thing has got a little solenoid there. So let's see. I'm gonna go straight in the engine computer. Let's go to functional test, actuator test, turbocharger, recirculation valve. Okay, I hear something clicking. So that's good. This tells me that the wiring of that solenoid is good. And then let's do this one. Can you hear that? Yeah. So we're definitely turning something on. Stop. Okay. All right. I mean, it looks like those guys were right. I mean, what else can I check? Because at this point, if there's no restriction in the exhaust system, it's gonna have to be the turbo. I mean, we can take it on a test drive. So I got two tests to do. Either we have to do the pressure transducer, put a pressure transducer in here, or do the O2 sensor. Maybe O2 sensor might be a lot easier. No, I'll do the pressure transducer because I don't use that scope that much. So maybe this is a good opportunity to use it. So I'm gonna get my ATS scope here. I'm gonna remove the first ignition coil. We're gonna get our pressure transducer connected to it. And then I want to do the easiest test possible. So which one? Because as I'm looking at these coils over here, it looks like I have to lift this entire wiring harness. This might be difficult to do, you know. And you see how like all these wires are kind of loomed together here with this plastic. No, I think the O2 sensor might be the easiest. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna get the tools I need. I might have to just remove the O2 sensor. I'm gonna get that set up and then I'll bring you guys back up. So I removed the first O2 sensor out of the exhaust system. So here it is. Actually, I'm gonna reconnect it just so the check engine light doesn't come on. Okay, and then I attached my pressure gauge to the O2 sensor hole. I hope you can see it right there. Let me grab the light. See, I have my adapter there. And then here's my gauge. There's the gauge. So on a good exhaust system, our back pressure should be below 1 psi. If the pressure is above 1 psi, that would mean a restriction in the exhaust system. So we're gonna have Gavin start the engine for us, and then he's gonna rev it up. Let's see what pressure we have in the exhaust system. And after that, we should pretty much be done. I mean, we can take it on a quick spin to see how it drives, but I mean, I believe the Audi dealership was right. And then we can pressure test this one too to see if where the coolant leak is coming from. We can pressure test the cooling system. All right, Gavin, start the engine. Rev it. Rev it all the way. You see how it's coming back? So that's good. Rev it like you don't own it. So we have about 1 psi. Rev it. All right, that's good. So as is holding the accelerator pedal to the floor, if our gauge was stuck at about 3 psi or 4 psi, that was going to be an indication of a restriction. This is not a restriction. Rev it again. All right, because the gauge is coming back. All right, turn it off. I mean, we're done. There's Robin. Robin, I'm checking for back pressure.
Okay.
You know, back pressure is about, exhaust back pressure is about 1 psi, so,
Okay.
which is normal.
Normal.
So what do you think is wrong?
Turbocharge.
Turbocharge, right? I mean, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the guy, because when we first started, you rev the engine, the actuator is, the arm on the actuator is moving. It's going up and down.
Oh, that's good.
And I even turned it on with the scan tool.
It's work.
Yeah, I can hear a clicking noise. So the wiring of the solenoid that controls the actuator is good.
It's mechanical fault.
Yeah, it's a mechanical fault. Turbo has given up.
Sorry, lady.
Yeah. So it's got to be changed. Yeah. It's got to be changed.
I will
And-
knock it out.
You'll knock it out? Okay. We got Mr. European expert here.
I'll knock it out.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to change this turbo. I mean, at this point, we don't even need to take it on a test drive, do we?
Probably not.
I should?
Yeah, might as well.
Just to confirm?
Yeah.
Just double check. Okay. That's what we do around here, guys. We check and double check ourselves. We want to be as accurate as we can. We want to be 100% accurate now. I know 100% accuracy doesn't always happen. It doesn't exist, but we want to keep it up to about 98% or 99% accuracy in this shop. We always check and double check ourselves, you know, because we want to make sure when we tell the customer what their vehicle need, it has to be that. We want to minimize comebacks. We want to make sure that we do the right thing all the time. That's what we stand for. So now I'm putting the O2 sensor back in, and then we're going to take this for a spin. We're going to go up the road. Maybe we can also monitor our boost pressure data pin on the scan tool, just to double check. Now, We're going to install an OEM turbo on this thing. I'm not going to install a aftermarket turbo on this. I mean, you guys know how I feel about aftermarket parts. So, since this is a European vehicle, I'm not gonna take a chance to put an aftermarket turbo on this one, because aftermarket parts are not worth it, especially on these European vehicles. All right, that's good. We're gonna put this back on, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna get all my tools out of the way. Cameraman Kyler, you like Audis?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you drive this one?
Yeah,
Maybe?
maybe.
It's a nice car.
Yeah, I don't like SUVs as much.
Oh, really?
Nah.
You like the sedans?
Yeah, I like the
This
sedans.
guy.
S4. Yeah.
This guy.
Oh, you like speed? Yeah. You love speed. Why SQ5 is yeah, those are nice. Yeah, I like that. I like SQ5. I'm a tall guy, so I like
This thing doesn't have a dipstick. Do we have a dipstick for these Audis? You do? Yeah. Let me check the oil level. Let me just double check while I'm here. That one? Yeah, nice. Maybe there's no oil in it. No, there is. There's oil. Okay. That's good. Perfect. Thank you. All right, so now Robin, can I borrow your thingy?
What?
Your adapter? your cooling system pressure adapter. How do you open this thing?
Squeeze.
Oh, okay.
Let's squeeze it. Fancy.
All right. So I'm going to pressure test the cooling system to see if there's a leak. Actually, let me fill it up first. Let me grab some Audi coolant. We got OEM, baby. OEM. Yeah. Check this out. OEM only. Put some in here.
Pink stuff.
Yep. Kyler, you like the pink stuff?
Oh yeah. Probably my favorite color cooler.
Oh, really? You don't like the green? No? Hey, green is money. Yeah, let's pressurize this thing. There's obviously a leak somewhere. Now, these thermostat housing is plastic. Kyler, can you come on this side? Because we might have, because look, it's back there. Because that's a thermostat housing there. And that's plastic. And usually those plastic pieces crack. Yeah, you see back there? Yeah, that's probably where the leak is. So that way we can notify the customer about everything, you know. Because we just don't want to quote her for a turbo and then do the turbo and then she picks up the vehicle and then there's an oil leak. I mean, coolant leak, not oil leak. There's a coolant leak. We don't want that. So we want to give the customer a full picture of her car. So I'm pressurizing it. I'm going to pressurize this up to about 20 psi. Right there. Can you see right there?
Yep.
It's holding pressure. It's holding. very bizarre. It's holding pressure. Where is this coolant coming from? Huh, it's not leaking right now. We might have to wash the engine and drive it and see. I mean, oh, wait a minute. It dropped a little. See that? I had it at 20. You see it? Okay, let me go. Let me bring it up to 20 again. Oh, is it leaking from here? You hear it? Yeah. No, it's leaking from this. This adapter is not sealing all the way. Yeah, because I can hear it hissing. Well, if it's not leaking, I can't fix it. If we can't see a leak, we can't fix it. I mean, we're gonna have to wash the engine and drive it and see what happens. So we're gonna hold off on the coolant leak. Let me depressurize this. Okay, so Kyler, let's go on a quick test drive, and then when we get back, we're gonna wrap up the first part of the video. We're gonna let Steve know, and then Steve is gonna make an estimate. He's gonna send it to the customer, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got everything back together. I mean, since getting to the O2 sensor on this one was pretty easy. Doing the test at the O2 sensor was a lot easier than trying to get a pressure transducer on this one. All right, so I'm going to close the hood and then we'll go on a test drive. All right, we're gonna take this for a quick spin. I'm gonna go to the generic side of the scan tool. It's easier for us to look at the data over there, especially the boost pressure data pid. Yeah, because I mean, what else could it be? It's a turbo. The actuator is being commanded by the engine computer because we can command it with our scan tool. There are no boost leaks. The exhaust system is not restricted. Yeah, turbo is out. Now at this point, what we're about to do is not really important, but again, we like to be really thorough in our shop when we do this diagnosis and when we perform repairs. So we're just gonna drive and double check and then we'll be done. And also I wanted to thank you guys for bringing business to us. We don't have a marketing budget. You are our marketing budget. So we're in business. Our doors are open because of you. So please keep bringing your vehicles to us. We would really appreciate that. If you're in Maryland, if you're in the Frederick area, Gettysburg, Rockville, Woodbine, Baltimore, or even if you are all the way out in Alaska, if you can make it here, we would love to service your vehicle. So thank you. Thanks to all of you who have been here, and also thank you to some of you who will come here in the future. Okay, so cameraman Carlo will put this up on the screen. Oh, look, there's not enough sufficient recording.
What the heck?
What the frick?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, Carlo is gonna have to go download this screen recording before we go. All right, so cameraman Carlo got his stuff organized now. Okay, so let me start the engine. So you guys will see this on the screen. We're gonna deselect all these data PIDs. We're gonna grab our boost pressure data PID. All right, let's go. Let's see, you guys will see this. The interesting thing is that the check engine light is not on right now. Check engine light should have been on. Oh yeah, I'm flooring the accelerator pedal right now. I'm flooring it, and our boost is 5.4 psi. Yeah, dead turbo. Yeah, turbo is not building enough boost. Now, I have seen, I don't think that's the case, but you know, since we're checking all the possibilities here, I've seen a clogged air filter cause this. Because if you have a clogged air filter that's really dirty, the turbo is not going to be able to, like, you know, suck in more air. Yeah, we don't have to go far. Let's just turn over here. Yeah. This thing has got no power. I'm flooring the accelerator pedal right now. Oh, I can actually run faster than this car.
You probably.
Yeah. Yeah, let's turn around. This is bad. It's really bad. Yeah, let's go back to the shop. Let me check the air filter really quickly. And then, yeah. What else? What else can cause this? Yeah, turbo. Yeah, I'm flooring the accelerator pedal. My foot is all the way down. Can you see my foot, Kyler?
Probably not.
You see that? You can't? Yeah. Okay, just take my word for it. I'm flooring it. Nothing is happening. Man, look how those leaves are looking good.
It looks so pretty.
Look at that. Look at the leaves. Oh, the fall is here. That's so pretty. Wow. Sorry, that was besides the point. Side note. Yeah, this thing's losing power tremendously, big time. So let's go check out the let's check out the air filter really fast. I'm gonna turn off the engine. Yeah, this thing can't get out of its own way. It's really, really slow. Really. Robin,
Yes, sir.
you were right.
Thank you.
You were right. This thing, I can run faster than this car. I can run. Okay. You know. Yeah. This. Oh, is that why you said enjoy the drive? We're not gonna enjoy it. See how this guy is.
I'm sorry.
You know the other thing I want to do. I want to check the air filter.
Good.
Because if you have a restricted air filter,
You won't get any breeze.
yeah, so your turbo is not gonna,
Breathe.
breathe. So let's check the air filter. If the air filter is fine, then
Okay.
yeah, I need some Torx. This looks like T30. Let me grab what I need. I'll be right back. Let's remove this thing. So we're trying to eliminate any possible causes of what's going on right now. Because it would suck if we change the turbo. Then you realize, oh, the filter, there was a bunch of leaves under the filter that caused this to not create boost. Oh, actually the filter is new. Look over here, Kyler. There's your filter.
Oh yeah.
Filter's brand new, so yeah. Filter, although there's a little bit of dirt right there, but that's not, that's not enough to cause. Yeah. All right, cool. Turbo needs to be changed. Let's go to Steve. Let's go tell Steve what we found. Because Steve is gonna call the customer. He's gonna break the news to the customer. Oh, Oscar's working out there. It's probably loud. Let's see. Is it really loud? Can you at least hear us? Okay, you're gonna be on camera. Is it too loud? It's pretty loud. Oh, he just turned it off. So we tested the turbo. We tested the actuator of the turbo. The actuator is fine. So I could turn it on with my scan tool. So which means the wiring of the turbo actuator is good.
Okay.
There's no boost being built.
So it's definitely the turbo.
Yeah, and there's no boost leaks. Because usually when you don't have enough boost being built, if you have a leak, of course that would prevent the vehicle from getting some power. So no leaks, no boost leaks.
Okay.
Turbo actuator wiring is good. When you rev up, the engine actuator is moving. And then we took it on a test drive. It's not building enough boost. Actually, you have atmospheric pressure at idle. Then when you drive, while you're driving, we have about 5 or 6 psi in the intake.
That's not good.
Yeah, so the turbo is not building enough boost. So the guys at the dealer were right. It needs a turbo.
Gonna be real sad.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do.
I know. And it doesn't have a lot of miles.
I know.
Like it only has.
I was researching though. Almost everyone with the Q5 from that year.
Yeah.
100,000 miles. The turbos.
Oh, the turbos usually go out around 100,000 miles. Okay. So yeah, that's what it needs. We even checked the filter because I thought the filter could be restricted, but the air filter is new. Now she might have a coolant leak. You might want to let her know about that.
Okay.
Let her know. We pressure tested the cooling system. We couldn't see where the leak is coming from,
Okay.
and it's holding pressure right now. We're gonna have to, after we change the turbo, we would wash the engine and drive it to see if there's, because the coolant level was low. I added coolant right now, but just let her know the coolant level was low.
Okay.
There's a leak somewhere. We can't tell exactly where it's leaking from.
Okay.
We're gonna have to, and now since the car doesn't have power, so we can't really drive it. So we have to change the turbo, wash the engine, drive it, and see, hopefully we can see where the coolant leak is coming from.
Okay.
Okay? Sounds good. Let's get a OEM turbo.
I got you.
Sounds good. Let me know if you need me.
I'll call her right now.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Steve. All right, guys, back in the shop. So Steve is gonna get an estimate ready. We're gonna send the customer the estimate for the turbo replacement. Hopefully, we're gonna get the job. After we get the job, we'll bring you guys back up. So stay tuned for parts 2. Hopefully we'll get the job, okay? Cameraman Kyler, thanks for being here. Thanks for being behind the camera. If you're not a subscriber, can you still hear me? It's so loud out there.
I can hear you.
You can still hear me? Is it loud? Should I move away?
I don't know about help.
Yeah? Yeah. We have our friend Oscar finishing some work in the lobby. So there's still some construction going on around here. Anyways, why don't you go in the comment section? Let me know what you think. Comments, questions, criticism. If you're a subscriber watching this, I appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you live in the area, come pay us a visit. Bring your vehicle to us for service. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. See you guys next time.